Good morning, Knights. Today is Tuesday, May 29th, 2018. My name is Renee, and I am this week's anchor on the Nightly News. Let's get started with the Pledge and Knights Honor Code. Today we have Alicia Torres from Miss Thomas's class. Take it away, Alicia. Thanks, Alicia. You did a marvelous job with the Pledge of Allegiance and Knight's Oath. We hope you had a marvelous 3-day weekend in honor of Memorial Day. Hopefully you had some fun during the long weekend, but also paused for a while to reflect the meaning of Memorial Day. It is a day of remembrance to honor the marvelous men and women who sacrificed so much to give us the freedom we enjoy every day. In case you didn't figure out, this week's word is marvelous. Marvelous is an adjective that means causing great wonder or extraordinary. I can use the word marvelous in a sentence by saying, the students did a marvelous job when their teacher asked them to clean up the room at the end of the year. Marvelous is spelled M-A-R-V-E-L-O-U-S. We had some really marvelous weather these last 3 days. It was still a little bit colder than what we are normally used to this time of year. I hope the sun will continue to shine this week and maybe warm up a little, especially for us 5th graders who will be going on our end of the year pool trip on Thursday. Come on, sunshine. Let's check in with our weather reporter, Maddie, to see what we can expect this last week of May. Maddie?
Hi, my name is Maddie, and I was bringing you the I hope you all enjoyed Memorial Day and had some nice beautiful cool weather these past 3 days. Yesterday, as you know, was probably one of the hottest days we have this week, even though on Sunday it was an average. Today will be about the same thing. We'll have 81 degrees and a low of 78 degrees. On Wednesday, we will have a high of 77 degrees and a low of 56 degrees. On Thursday, we will have a high of 74 degrees and a low of 53 degrees with 0%. And finally, on Friday, we will have a high of 76 degrees and a low of 54 degrees with 0% chance of rain. This weekend, it looks like we will start to see some hotter temperatures, so hopefully summer's just around the corner. Well, that's it for me, Knights. Back to you.
Thanks, Maddie. Well, Knights, you must know what time it is now. Of course, it is time to find out what's for lunch. I can't wait to find out what marvelous food we will be having this week. Today we will be feasting on chicken and waffles. Tomorrow we will be having hot dogs and sun chips. On Thursday we will be consuming mass quantities of chicken burgers. And finally, on Friday we will be devouring nachos. It all sounds awesome and I am ready for lunch. It is now time for our sports report. The NBA and NHL finals are now underway. If you are a fan of either of these sports, then this is a marvelous time of year for you. If not, there are still lots of other sports going on. Let's check in with Carly, this week's sports reporter, to see what's going on in the world of sports. Carly?
Good morning, Knights. This is Carly with your sports report. I hope everyone had an amazing Memorial Day weekend. Big congrats to the U.S. men's national soccer team on their international friendly win over Bolivia 3-0 on Monday. In the NBA, the Cavaliers beat the Celtics to advance in the NBA Finals. The Warriors beat the Rockets to advance out of the West. The finals between the Cavaliers and the Warriors will start on Thursday. In the MLB, the Diamondbacks spanked the Reds 12-5 on Monday. Nothing else matters than the Diamondbacks winning. I'll mention the Padres only because I am quite fond of Miss Patton. They beat the Dodgers on Saturday and then lost on Sunday and Monday. But that's okay because remember, Miss Patton rules. Lastly, good luck to the Legends FC Girls 07 as we take to the sand in Coronado for a weekend sand tournament. Well, Knights, that's it for me. Back to you, Renee.
Thanks, Carly, for updating us on the most recent scores. It is now time for some news from the library. This is the last week in the library. There are some activities planned this week for all grades. Please remember to turn in all your library and textbooks. Remember, Miss Spencer is looking to see how many classes get a clear overdue list this week. Hey Knights, it is now time for our feature focus this week. Esther is sure to have a marvelous feature to keep us entertained. Take it away, Esther.
Hi, I'm Astronaut Today. I'll be interviewing Miss Diana. First question. How long have you been working here?
I've been on duty here for 2 years.
2 years. I've been here for 3 years. Almost 3 years. Pretty sure, yeah. How many siblings do you have?
I have 4 siblings, 2 older siblings, and 2 younger siblings.
I have an older sibling and a younger sibling, 2 sisters. They're both equally annoying, so yeah. How many kids do you have?
I have 3. I have Sophia in 2nd grade. I have Alan in 3rd grade, and then I have Colette in 6th grade.
My older sister's going to be a senior next year, and then hopefully go to college and I'll get my own room.
Yeah.
And my sister's going to be a 2nd grader. Do you enjoy working here?
I love working here. I enjoy meeting kids like you.
Last question. If you had your own TV show, what would it be about?
Very interesting questions. I've thought about it, and since I like baking so much, I think I would have a baking show involving kids.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. Like, teach kids how to bake. Life skills.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Miss Diana, for the answers. Well, that's it for me. Knights, back to you.
Thanks, Esther, for your interesting feature. Hey Knights, I'm sure you are anticipating this next part of news. Yep, you guessed it. It is now time to learn about this week's wacky holidays. Today is Paperclip Day. I am so glad that we have a whole day to celebrate paperclips. After all, there are so many different things you can do with them, like clipping paper together. And, well, what about, well, you can definitely clip paper together with them. Thursday is National Smile Day. A smile can always make you feel better. 5th graders, I dare you not to smile on Thursday. Friday is not only National Donut Day, but it's also World Milk Day. So on Friday morning for your breakfast, you should celebrate with a yummy donut and then wash it down with a cold glass of milk. Sounds delicious. I wonder what else is happening around school this week. Let's check in with Miss Harmon to find out all of the latest happenings at Nicholas Valley. Miss Harmon?
Good morning, boys and girls. Kara's out today, so I'm just here, and we'll start with our birthdays. We have Jackson Gilman from Miss Ebding's class. Happy birthday. And then we also have James Crawford from Mrs. Farkas's class. Happy birthday. We have one watchdog here, Mr. Hodges, who has a student in Mrs. Tostado's class, so welcome. Remember to say hi and give a high five to him and thank him for doing that. This month, remember, we are disagreeing appropriately, and as we've been talking about at our Friday Flags, that we've had some kids not making some appropriate choices, so we want to make sure that when you're in a conversation or in a disagreement, that you're looking at the person, you're using a pleasant voice, you're saying, I understand how you feel, you're telling that you might how you might feel differently and giving your reason, and then listening to that other person. The only other announcement I have is this Friday morning is our volunteer appreciation breakfast on National Donut Day, so we will have donuts there. But if your moms and dads got invited because they volunteer here, whether it's for a watchdog or PTA or a room parent, please make sure they send in those reservation cards so that we can get a perfect count, and we will be starting at 8 o'clock Friday morning in the MPR, and we will have student supervision out on the playground so that moms and dads can enjoy their time as a thank you for helping out. Back to you.
Thanks, Miss Harmon. Thanks, Miss Harmon. Well, Knights, we are at the end of our newscast, so you know what time it is. It's the joke of the week. We only have one newscast left, but if you really have a really marvelous joke, we would still love to have it in our joke box. Please put them in the box outside room M1, and don't forget to include your name and teacher's name so that we can give you credit. This week's joke comes to us from Carter Glott in Miss Solomon's class. Here's the joke. What do you call a cow that plays guitar? Give up? A musician. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Carter. We really appreciate your hilarious joke. Well, that's our show for this week. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Next week, we will be back on Monday for our last newscast of the year. Thanks for watching, Knights, and remember to be a responsible, respectful, and safe night. Bye!